Hi guys and Merry Christmas. Yes, it is officially Christmas time, although I was already getting excited for Christmas in November, and I'm also pre-filming this video, so there are not really many decorations up in my room at the moment. I don't know whenabouts in December this will be going up, but hopefully soon there will start to be more Christmas decorations. But at the moment I just have this little plaque here. I don't know if you can even see it. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, it is a very YouTube Christmas. Now if you don't know what this is, Zoe made a video about it last year, and she has a list of questions, and it's things like who would bring the best presents, and you have to choose a YouTuber that you think that the question would apply to. So I've done that with the questions that Zoe gave, and she wrote them in her description of her video. So I will do the same, and I'll also link her video as well, so you can go and watch hers or go and search for her channel and go and find hers. I tried to make each answer different, but in one case there is actually a YouTuber that appears in 3 questions, so I didn't do too well with that, but hopefully you enjoy it anyway, and I will just talk you through my answers to these questions. The first question is who would bring the best dessert? So I put Tanya Burr for this because she's really good at baking. She obviously has her own baking book. I don't know, she just always seems to make some really good sweet treats in like videos and stuff like that. It just seems like she would make a really nice dessert, whether it be a cake or some Christmas cookies. I just think she would nail it. Also, some of these answers may be similar to Zoe's, some of them may match up to her answers, but I tried to make it different to hers. However, hers were pretty much spot on, so there were a couple of occasions where we do have the same answer, but other than that I tried to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, she did do a pretty good job, so definitely go and watch that after you've watched this video. The next question is who would carve the turkey, and I put Jim down for this because I feel like he is the most responsible one. I just feel like he is definitely the right person for the job. The next question is who would take the best photos, and I put Sean down for this because I feel like he takes some really good photos. Like when you see the photos of like Poppy that he takes, they're just always really nice photos and they always capture a really good moment. I just think he'd be great at that. He's just got this really great skill of taking photos, so I can just imagine all these like action shots of people like laughing and having a really nice time. He would be perfect for that, I think. The next question is who would look the most glam? Now this was a really hard one to choose. I had a few ideas in mind, but in the end I came up with Freddie Cousin Brown, otherwise known on YouTube as Freddie My Love. I just think she is always spot on with the way she looks. She always looks really put together, really glam, but at the same time not OTT with her makeup and stuff. She just always looks really naturally glam, if that makes sense. She just always looks really pretty. Her makeup always looks amazing, whether she's wearing a lot or not a lot at all, which is most of the time. She doesn't really wear loads, but it just looks really nice, and I feel like whenever she goes out she always puts on a really beautiful outfit. She always does her makeup really nice, her hair always looks lovely. I just think she is the one person that would just look super glam and just look amazing like always. The next one has the most obvious answer of them all, and it is who would have the tackiest Christmas jumper, and of course that would be Zoe. I mean, who else would it be? She has about 1 million Christmas jumpers, and they are the tackiest Christmas jumpers in the world, and that is why I love them so much, and I am very jealous of her jumper collection for Christmas. I feel like she is the most obvious answer for this question because she really does go all out with her Christmas jumpers. The next one is who would make the worst Christmas jokes. Now there are a few people, again, I have in mind for this. There are definitely a few YouTubers that would make some pretty bad jokes around Christmas time, if not they all would. But for this question I put down Casper because he's so funny. Sometimes he's just funny without even trying to be funny. He's just very like kind of ditzy, but I don't know if that's the right way to explain it. He's just really funny, and I just think that he would make the worst jokes and think he was absolutely hilarious. The next question is who would fall asleep first, and from watching many vlogs from Zoe and everyone, it would definitely be Louise. Especially around Christmas time when I've watched Zoe's like old vlogs and stuff from over the past few years. Halfway through the vlog Louise is always asleep on the sofa. The next question is, who would be the last one dancing? And for this one I put Mark Ferris. I just think because he's so fun and bubbly and he loves a good dance, I don't know, I just think that he would be the one that would be just there all night, having a dance to the Christmas music, having a great time, wouldn't want it to end. He'd just be loving life. I just feel like he is that sort of character. He'd be buzzing all night. I can just imagine everyone's like, right, it's getting a bit late now, and he's just like, no, let's have a bit of a dance, come on everyone. I don't know, obviously I don't know all these people personally, but this is how I imagine them to be, so that was my impression and that was my choice for this question. The next question is, who would bring the worst gift? Now, I don't mean this in a nasty way or a bad way, I mean it because he would probably bring a present that was kind of more of a joke present or just something really stupid and everyone would just be like, what? I put Jonathan Saccone-Jolie for this one. I just thought he fitted this question perfectly. You can just imagine the sort of things he would buy for people. It would just be like stupid random stuff. I'm sure he likes to go all out with presents, but at the same time, because of his sense of humour and just his personality, I feel like he would bring the worst presents in a good way. Like they would be really jokey and random and just hilarious, so I feel like everyone would love him for that. The next one is, who would be in charge of Christmas music? And again, I have Tanya Burr for this one. She seems to just be the queen of Christmas music. I feel like she would know all the songs. She would have a perfect playlist of all of the best Christmas songs. She'd know all the words to every single one. She'd love it. She'd be so like into it that she'd be like, I need to choose the playlist for it. I need to pick the songs. I can just imagine her being like that. Because she's so passionate about Christmas as well, I feel like she would definitely want to be in charge of the music. And because she just loves Christmas music so much, I feel like she would enjoy that very, very much. The next question is, who would be in charge of Christmas dinner? And I've put Naomi Smart for this because she is a very good cook. She's very good at different recipes and stuff like that. She would just make some incredible food. I feel like she would make so many different varieties of dishes and they would just be so like flavoursome and delicious and exciting, fun. I don't know. I know she's vegan, so she wouldn't be making like a typical Christmas dinner because obviously she's vegan, but I feel like she would make some really cool Christmas themed dishes and just a mixture of different meals for everyone, and I feel like she would definitely come through and make the greatest Christmas meal for everyone. I mean, she's got her own cookbook, she's known for her amazing recipes and her amazing food, so she'd definitely do a very good job of this. Next is, who would make the best snowman? And I have put down Emilia and Edoardo Saccone-Jolie for this because although they are very young, they would probably make the coolest snowman. I mean, they are both so cute and so fun and they would just have the best time making this snowman, and I feel like they would just do a great job. Not much else to say. Emilia and Edoardo would just make the cutest little snowman and I bet they would have the most fun doing it. Next question is, who would win at all the games? And of course, again, I had to answer Tanya Burr for this one. She is probably the most competitive person when it comes to games ever. She gets so into it and she loves playing games as well, and when she does play these games she gets so into it and so competitive that she feels like she has to win, and if she doesn't she's like, oh no, let me do it again, or oh no, 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 I got it right. And I don't know, she just gets so into them that she would definitely win them all, whether it's just because she put 1,000,000% into them or she asked for a recount or a retry. She's just very much like that, and I think she'd be hilarious to play games with. Next is, who is most likely to knock over the Christmas tree? And for this I actually put Alfie. I'm not 100% sure why. I think just because he's the sort of one that's really adventurous and crazy, and he'd come up with all these cool games and fun stuff. He'd probably have presents like drones and stuff that'd be flying around the house. He'd be running around with some kind of game that he'd been brought or he'd brought himself. He'd end up running into the Christmas tree, knocking it over. I don't know, he just seems like the person who has all these crazy ideas, crazy inventions, crazy gadgets and stuff. I feel like he'd be messing around with something so much or running around having fun so much that he would knock the Christmas tree over, whether it was with his own hands or with some kind of flying gadget. I don't know. I know that sounds really weird, but I guess you can kind of see where I'm coming from if you watch a lot of his vlogs. He seems like that sort of person. He always has some new game or new DIY or some kind of challenge that he's doing, and I just feel like that would get out of hand and would end up knocking the Christmas tree over. Now on to the final question, which is who would be the best Santa impersonator? And again, I answered the same as Zoe for this one, because of course it has to be Joe Sugg. I mean, he's great at impressions for a start, like absolutely incredible. He nails pretty much every impression he does, and I just think it'd be really funny. I can just imagine him not telling anyone he was going to do it and just walking into the room in a full Santa outfit and just pretending to be Santa. He's hilarious as well, so he would just nail it and everyone would love it. I just think he'd be the perfect person to do it, and it does seem like something he would definitely do, even as a prank video, like randomly like surprising people as Santa. That does definitely sound like something Joe would do. So that is all of the questions answered. I know this was a really random video, but I thought I'd give this little challenge tag thing a go. I thought it'd be quite a fun thing to do. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and comment down below any other Christmas related videos you want to see, or if you want to answer these questions in the comments, then feel free, or make your own video using these questions. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already, that would be amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!